All right, have and have not fans. Now, aside from the likes of Laquita and trying to think who else is just Celine. I think that a lot of people are actually anxious to see Pearl, Justin's mother, reappear in the series at some point. And to be honest, I don't see why she wouldn't show up anytime soon because her son's in jail. I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head, but she pretty much brags about of course, her son being a police officer and knowing the chief of the police station and whatnot. So, given the fact that we know that Justin is about to be assaulted and everything else, I wouldn't be surprised if Pearl isn't notified, or excuse me, I wouldn't be surprised if Pearl is notified of what's happened, and then she comes to see, what's going on for her son. Now, she pretty much disowned Justin in the last episode she appeared in, and pretty much said, don't even bother coming to my home at all unless you're ready to come forward and apologize to the entire family for the embarrassment you put us all through. So we're at a point where it seems that, you know, her son's life is in danger. And to be honest, Pearl does give me a little bit of Veronica vibes in regards of how she treats her child. And I won't say children because, I mean, as far as I remember, Justin is the only child of Pearl's that we've seen in the series, and we really don't know her relationship with the rest of her children. But I do feel like she might actually come down to see what's going on. Now, maybe the first question is, number one, why were you in jail? But even more importantly than that, how did this happen with you being assaulted in prison? So jail, not prison. So what exactly happened? And I really do hope that we get a Veronica Pearl standoff, because of the fact that instead of those two just going at it verbally at each other in a hallway somewhere, I would love to see these two go at it in court, where maybe Pearl isn't the one that's actually legally battling against Veronica, but Veronica we know can handle herself. So I think that'll be very interesting to see Veronica in her expertise. And when I say expertise, I'm not talking about being crazy, blowing stuff up, getting revenge. I'm talking about using her legal know-how in order to really show that she is Veronica Harrington. Now, those are my favorite Veronica moments. Like, I don't care how many cars she sets on fire or how many things she's blown up. Don't get me wrong, she has some incredible one-liners and sassy moments, but I just love when Veronica is Veronica Harrington, pretty much just killing it in the courtroom. Really reminds me of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Uncle Phil, loved the character on the Fresh Prince, but some of my favorite moments weren't just when he was being an amazing father, not a hothead, because he was funny in those moments as well, but when he was in the court of law, or he was, what was it, that episode where Will and Carlton got arrested for driving around in a nice car, and then he pretty much chewed out the jailer. And the Thanksgiving episode, the two-parter where him and Will ended up in jail because of that massage parlor, and he literally chewed out the guy in charge at the police station. So in those moments where we see the characters use their expertise in their career fields, those are amazing. Not to mention, for all the, and I don't want to say it's a lot, but there is a noticeable amount of people who give the show backlash because of the representation of, I guess you could say, black women in general. It's like, man, why does Tyler Perry always have to have all the women on the show be crazy and whatnot to just show black women being psycho and vindictive and murderous? But you also have to remember, all that is true, in terms of, the character of some of these females, but you also can't ignore the power that Tyler Perry has written into these characters, like a strong black woman, Veronica, who is, killing it in the courtroom. We're talking multicultural people in the courtroom, George, and then usually like a Caucasian, a person behind the bench. So just to see Veronica hold her own is very impressive. And those moments to me mean a lot more than her crazy antics, but that's just my opinion. Now, that's why I really want to see her and Pearl face off. Like Pearl has money, so she'll probably hire like the best attorneys and whatnot. And, she brags about, I know so-and-so and this and that. Let's see how they do against Veronica. That would be very interesting. And, Justin will probably just lie, says he doesn't know what happened and everything. But to be honest, Justin, being the security of the apartment complex and whatnot, maybe there's some camera footage and whatnot of him backhanding Veronica. That would be interesting to see if that actually occurred. Not to mention, this would be perfect because, oh, you're the mother of that colored boy my son was messing around with, huh? So I would definitely love to see that, appear in court. Not to mention, Veronica has the whole, well, your son attempted to drive me and my future daughter-in-law and unborn grandchild off the road. How about that? So it would be great to see all that stuff come forward in the courtroom. But I think I said it before a couple times that, and I use the term final season loosely because of the fact that we know more seasons are on the way. Maybe a season or just half of a season, it might seem boring to some, but I would love to see a season with just nothing but, the courtroom. We're seeing nothing but the trials and whatnot, and what could spice it up. And yeah, this does sound more like a season finale. When I say season finale, like the penultimate season, you could have, all the characters in court for all the different trials that we've never really seen, but people have been preparing for. And to really bring the show home, you would have flashbacks or, of the various scenes, like, oh, the Quincy murder. Well, let's just see scenes of how this led, what led up to the murder and all this stuff. So you can definitely do that with the Justin and Jeffrey situation, because once again, if you're a person who came into the show after, a couple of seasons when the show was already out, like you didn't come in until season 4 or season 2, you've missed out on a lot. So I would definitely think that Tyler Perry could do something like that to spice things up. So if the final season was something along the lines of just a mostly courtroom setting, that could either be the final season where you close things out with an epilogue, or you can move on here. All right, season 10 is going to be like season 1, because in season 9 we're going to knock out all the different court cases and whatnot that have been lingering since season 1, and then season 10 is like a fresh start for the characters to move forward with different dramas and revenge schemes and whatnot. So that will be very interesting. But with that being said, I guess the question you all is, do you think Pearl is going to be showing up anytime soon? Will Pearl be the one to get her son out of jail? Do you think Justin is going to be put in the hospital after being assaulted? Let's see. I know when Wyatt was assaulted by Toxic, he went to the medical room or whatever you call it in the medical precinct of the jail. But then, Jim took him home instantly after that. But with Justin, they might pull a Kelly from If Loving You Is Wrong. It's like, I got chest pain, so I'm going to a regular hospital. So with Justin being assaulted, will they put him in the regular hospital? Then Madison sees him there. And then David, after getting his bandages and all wet from jumping in the pool with Veronica, what if he has to go to the hospital? It's not a simple fix where Jeffrey can, or Madison can just come over to his house and change his bandages. It's like, no. You got them extremely soaked. We need to carry you back to the hospital. Then Jeffrey finds out that Justin's there, and then that leads to a whole mess of I would hate for that to happen. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think this makes for a very good conversation. And as always, please take a moment, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and we're slowly but surely getting there. 82,000 subscribers might occur by the time the next episode comes on June 18th. So once again, thanks so much for listening to my extended theory / discussion, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.